Hello, and welcome to today's breakout meeting from SIG Cluster Lifecycle, talking about self-hosting and HA. Today we're going to focus on self-hosting, I think, for the most part. Tim, you're about to give an update.
So I have no update really on self-hosting. I am currently on the hot seat to get an updated version of Sonobui out that tracks with 1.8 release. So once I'm done with that, I will switch gears back to getting the checkpointing work in place.
Yes, so two questions I had. One, do you have an ETA for Sonobui release, and when we expect you to switch gears?
Next week,
okay,
for sure. This week will probably be the end of dev, and we'll just do some testing and push it out next week.
Awesome. And the other question I had was, I chatted briefly with Dawn last week, and sort of gave her an update from what I'd heard from you, which was that we were close, and you thought we had agreement from Yuju. And she kind of looked at me like I was crazy and said, "That's not what I'm hearing from my side."
What is Yuju saying?
I don't know. That's what I was going to mention to you, that like through the grapevine, playing telephone, I'm hearing different things from different people. So it might be worth sort of, after you finish up the Sonobui thing, maybe trying to have like a video chat sync with Yuju and make sure everybody's on the same page.
I'm going to ping her right now and see what her plans or thoughts are.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that there was a miscommunication between her and Dawn, or between Dawn and me, but like, I'm just letting you know that from the other side, what I'm hearing is inconsistent with what you said last week. So we should close the loop and make sure that we're all on the same page.
I'm going to ping her right now.
Awesome. And then I saw Aaron, you joined the call. Can you give us an update on Diego's work on the surge updates?
I'm going to be a little bit bad on this update. I'm falling behind on this one, but from what I know, him and Casey were kind of discussing from the network perspective, handling the host port stuff, and they wrote up a document that discussed the pros and cons of the different approaches, and they were going to share that with SIG apps and get some feedback, because that seems to be the main blocker is, how are we going to handle host ports? Do we handle host ports? What is the kind of logic there? So I think that they got like 5 minutes in the last SIG apps meeting, so they were going to bring it up in the next one. So give people time to kind of review that document and then comment on it. So I don't know that we'll know until next Monday any more details.
Okay, can you have them share that doc with the Cluster Lifecycle SIG also?
Yeah.
That'd be great. I may possibly have missed it, but I didn't see it go by. Okay, I think those are sort of the two big things for self-hosting. Is there anything else people want to talk about today?
No, I don't want to. I just have a small question. So we decided to punt on the etcd stuff until next week, until Lucas is back. Does anybody have a link to his design document for like the alternative implementation idea? Because we spoke about it briefly yesterday, but kind of like just to go through it and see, just to find out what it's all about.
The document for HA?
Yeah, no, so I think Lucas came up with like a HA etcd idea, which uses CRDs and stuff like that. That's right.
Okay, I put in the agenda notes.
Okay, thanks.
Fabrizio, is that just part of his HA doc overall? Is it like a subsection of that doc, or is there a separate doc specifically about etcd?
I think I was searching the document about HA before the meeting. I went through the meeting notes of this meeting, and I found the link to the documents. Within this document, there is also the description about how to handle etcd. There are several different alternatives, but I think that those are the documents.
Okay, the document that I'm looking at is daemon set surgeon rolling update. Is that I think that might be the wrong one.
Yeah, it looked like there was a race condition and pasting documents, and that was Aaron pasting the doc in, then I asked him to share with the SIG, and Fabrizio was pasting the other doc in below, I think. is. Oh, so this looks like it's a link to Tim's doc. There were two HA docs. There was Tim's doc and there was Lucas's doc. There were at least two. And I would assume that the Lucas's discussion is in Lucas's doc.
It is. It's somewhere in our meeting notes all over the place, but we should probably refresh it. So next week we have everything in one lump sum. I can't find it right now. I'm struggling. Let me go to the other meeting notes.
Yeah, so it's no biggie. Like if we could just like find it maybe over the next few days, that'd be cool. However long it takes.
Once I find it, I will paste it into our current meeting notes. I know I have a link for it somewhere because I reviewed it originally and we talked about it.
Yeah, if you search for etcd in the doc that Lucas wrote that was linked, there's some discussions about it during the certificate generation phase about generating pure certs, and during the initial etcd phase, programming it differently. Let's see, upload cluster secrets is updated with some etcd stuff. So you might be able to find what you're looking for in there.
I think I just found it, July 18th. Yes, this is the one. I will link it in just a second. Now I have like 10 docs open, so I gotta figure out which one is the actual meeting minutes. It'd be nice if we actually had like a directory clearinghouse for all this stuff.
All right. Do you have the link yet, Tim?
I just put it in.
Excellent.
Oh, it looks like somebody else put it in too. There's two docs now, Tim's doc and Lucas's doc.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, Freebie's up. I thought you were talking about meeting notes from the 18th.
No.
Yeah, so Jamie, if you take a look through, I think Lucas's doc is slightly more up to date than Tim's doc. But I think there's a action item for Lucas to update his doc, and we can deprecate Tim's and sort of make the one place people have to look.
There's also a main jump point issue which outlines the meta topics, and etcd being one of those meta topics, right? And I'll put a link in there. That was the one that I originally pointed you to, Jamie, a long time ago. So I don't think we're going to do any solution for the multiple client thing. I think that's a red herring that will never end. I don't even want to get into that debate, honestly, anymore. And just point it at a load balancer and be done with it. Or DNS entry point. But other than that, I think that's about it.
Cool. All right, anything else people wanted to chat about, or should we give ourselves 45 minutes back? Obviously voting for the latter. Okay, excellent. We'll call it there, and I'll upload a very short recording for today, which is great. See you guys soon. Thanks.
Bye.